Wakey, wakey, rise and shine.
What time is it?
Breakfast time, and you're already putting me behind, so get a move on.
I'm not hungry.
You've got a long day ahead of you.
Just leave me alone.
Suit yourself. I'll pop by a bit later.
Morning.
Morning.
I wasn't sure if you'd still be here.
If I'm in the way,
No, I'm glad you're still here. How did you sleep?
Same as you by the looks of it.
Fancy a brew?
I'll make it.
No, it's all right.
It's the least I can do. Thanks. For yesterday.
Forget it.
I mean it. Babe. Anyone else would have just shown me the door.
Yeah, well, I'm not anyone. I'm your husband. What was I supposed to do?
You don't owe me a thing.
If you say so.
Do you want some cereal?
I'm good.
Toast?
No, thanks.
You don't want anything?
I want you. I want you back.
I'm gonna huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house down. What's up? Well, that's number one, straw house.
I'm out of here. How do I look? Gonna be all right on your own?
Well, spare me the big bruv act. Just worry about yourself, it's what you're good at.
Yeah, I'm as upset about Mum as you are.
Yeah, I noticed how choked up you are.
Some of us don't have the luxury of falling apart, David.
You make it sound so simple.
I know what I want.
I can't just turn the clock back and pretend like nothing's happened.
Why not?
You're serious?
Too right.
Even after the way I've treated you?
Look, I'd be lying if I said you haven't massively hurt me. But what's done's done. I'm ready to move on if you are.
I so wish I had your faith in us.
Well, you still love me, and that's all that matters. I tell you how I know, shall I? Because you're still here. When you moved out, you could have gone anywhere, but you didn't. You stayed on the street. I'm not being big-headed, but that's our connection. You don't lose something like that, babe.
You've got it all worked out.
Well, then tell me I'm wrong.
Everything's more complicated now.
Only if you make it.
Just listen.
Bring it on, that's my motto.
I'm pregnant.
Come again?
You heard what I said?
Since when?
I've only just found out. I'm nearly 4 months gone.
4 months? March, February, January, December. We were still together then.
Yeah.
Flipping heck. I'm gonna be a dad.
She came home and went straight to her room. She didn't say out about the hearing. I dread to think what's going on inside that head of hers.
Poor Tina. Poor Gail, she woke up in clink this morning.
Oh, way up. Love a boy's out and about.
Hiya! He's got a lot on his mind.
$8.15 we agreed. This is precisely what's wrong with the charitable sector. No professionalism.
Do I detect a touch of first-day jitters? A lack of enthusiasm, even? Oh, excuse me.
What's up with you?
I think the medical term is sleep deprivation.
We finished our competition entry rather late. He has such stamina, almost superhuman staying power, don't you agree?
I don't think I've ever given Norris's staying power much thought. Oh, good morning. Sorry I'm late. You're the boss. Well, if it's all the same, I'd prefer senior volunteer.
Or Mrs. Bishop.
Ignore him.
Shall we go?
Oh, now remember, try to think of giving not as a duty, but as a privilege.
So did the hospital give you a picky of the baby?
Oh, I didn't ask. Sorry. My head was all over the place.
Yeah, of course. It's no problem. So long as it's whatnots.
It's perfect.
Hey, did you listen to its little heartbeat?
Yeah.
What did it sound like?
Like a little heart.
Oh, I wish I was there.
Me too.
I won't be a sec. Right, Kev, what are you doing here?
Trying to find out why you're not in work. It's gone 9.
Oh, you're joking. I completely lost track. Molly's here. We're having a bit of a heart-to-heart.
All right. Has something happened?
Sorry, I can't really go into it right now. Is it okay if I come in half day?
Yeah, of course. Take as long as you need. I'll best get back then. But good luck with whatever.
Cheers.
Who was that?
Oh, it was just Kev. I told him I'd be in late. Said we needed to talk.
Was he all right about it?
Yeah, of course. He's brilliant when it comes to that sort of thing.
Mum, you don't reckon Gail did do it?
Not a chance. She hasn't got it in her.
I can't believe they've locked her up. I mean, a look on her face, just...
What about David? I mean, I actually felt sorry for the lad. Hiya, love.
Morning. Why didn't you wake me?
Just thought you needed your sleep.
So you two could talk.
We were talking about Gail.
What about her?
You really think she's guilty?
It doesn't matter what I think. He'll all come out in the trial one way or another. Well, at least know where you guys stand.
What are you thinking about?
To be honest, everything's a bit of a blur.
Has been a bit mad on it.
How do you do it?
Do what?
Just carry on like this is the most normal situation in the world.
I told you earlier. I know what I want. I always have.
Things are different now, though.
Well, you either want to get back together or you don't. But I'll be involved no matter what. That's a done deal. But the baby shouldn't change out. It'd be wrong if it did.
I wouldn't do that to you. This is a massive commitment, though.
All the more reason for us to be sure.
I'm sure.
Me and all. So, what's the plan?
Give us a chance, eh? I'm still catching my breath.
Well, I think you should move back in today. There's no point in messing about. Can't wait to see Kev's face when I tell him.
Well, I'd rather you didn't.
Oh, come on, he'd be made up.
Oh, please, babe, it's too soon.
What am I supposed to say then?
Oh, nothing.
Are you kidding? This is like the best news ever.
Exactly. All the more reason for us to take it slowly. The worst thing we could possibly do is put any extra pressure on ourselves. Let's just take it one day at a time, eh? Get used to each other again.
What, before we run, is that what you're saying?
Well, I was thinking more, Baby steps.
Yeah, baby steps.
Go on.
Oh, that'll be £5.99, please. Oh, thank you. Please come again. Fine. All done. Wonderful. You can find another 8 bags by the door. I did say we'd keep you busy. Well, I hope this lot's better than the last pile of rubbish I had to sift through. All donations are gratefully received. Donations, my foot. Socially acceptable fly tipping, more like. I'd prefer it if you weren't quite so vocal with your criticisms. I'm just being honest. Also, I can't help but notice that is your 4th cup of tea this morning. Don't tell me you've been counting. Rita, we have to count every single penny here. This is a charity after all. I had noticed, seeing as I'm offering my services for free. Oh, and while we're on the subject of counting the pennies, you might like to rethink your pricing. $5.99 for a cashmere mix sweater. No wonder you're non-profit.
I've nothing to say to you.
You can't think she did it. The police have got it wrong.
I'm not doing this.
She's innocent.
That's up to the court to decide.
Tina, she loved your dad more than anything, all right? What the police are accused of? It just doesn't make any sense.
Look, David, I'm sorry, I have no answers to give you. Your mum's locked up, and I know that's hard, but my dad's dead. And the police believe Gail killed him.
Yeah, that's them. What do you believe, Tina? Please, I have to know.
Okay. Have it your way. She's guilty, and I hope she rots. You satisfied?
You don't mean that. Is there a problem?
What was all that about?
David just needed a reality check. Job done.
Hey. Everything all right?
Yep.
Is all okay?
Yeah.
You okay?
Uh-huh.
So there's, nothing you want to chat about?
Nope.
Fair enough.
Sorry.
Well, you change your mind.
Cheers.
Hey, stranger. Saw you earlier. Called out.
Sorry, probably miles away.
Worried about your mum, no doubt. Oh, must be awful.
Yeah.
Just as long as you're not avoiding me.
Of course not.
That's a relief. So, do you want to get a drink after work?
It's not really a good time for me now, Kelly. Touch base later?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Excellent.
We're going to touch base later.
Honestly, I felt sick when they took her away.
I doubt Tina had such qualms.
Gail's innocent. I'd stake my life on it.
Well, your faith does you credit. However, I mean, given her lamentable taste in men, one can't help wondering if the poor fella was just an accident waiting to happen, if you get me meaning.
You're all hard.
We've won! We've won! We are the champions, my friends, and we'll keep on fighting to the end.
Mary, we've got a customer.
Oh, don't mind me.
Your genius knows no bounds, Norris, or should I say, Heathcliff.
Mary, contain yourself.
Do you know what? On second thoughts, I think I'm just going to leave you to it.
Fine. Now, what are you wittering on about?
I've just checked my email. We've won a holiday in Bronte Country next month!
How amazing is that? You and me, breathing in the same air that inspired, well, bar the legends that are the Nolans, the greatest bunch of sisters in history.
Yes, well, that sounds wonderful, but well, while we're gallivanting in the Pennines, who, pray, will be running my business?
Well, I thought perhaps you could close up.
Close up? Close up in this economic climate? I may as well cut my throat and be done.
Well, then we'll find somebody suitable to mind the place.
Such as whom? It was a wonderful dream, but a pipe dream nonetheless.
Well, there must be somebody.
There isn't.
But
now, I'll hear no more on the subject, all right?
What's this?
This is share transfer documentation. So at the liberty of picking out personally, it's all signed and legal.
My. We are an eager little beaver, aren't we? Always one step ahead.
The money should have already credited Tony's account. All that's left to do is shake.
Still in bed? This isn't going to do.
I'd like to be left alone.
Sorry, not happening. Sit up. Look, I know how you must be feeling right now.
I doubt that very much.
Well, I'll give it a go anyway. You're confused, angry, your brain's gone to Pluto, and everything and everyone behind that steel door scares you to death. Am I warm? This is day one. Day one's always brutal, don't care who you are. That said, and you won't believe this yet, it gets better. How much better depends on you.
I didn't get your name.
That would be Officer Birtles.
Thank you.
Just doing my job, Gail. Get through today and we're both winning. When I come back, I want to find you up and washed.
No, I have never been surer of anything else in my whole life. He's the one. Pure and simple.
Don't you think you might be jumping the gun slightly? You hardly know the bloke.
Now, that is where you're wrong. Because I've always known him. Inside here. I've just never met him till now.
Oh, that's a lovely sentiment, Kelly. But the thing...
No buts or maybes. No doubts. No. I've waited for Nick my whole life and... well, I'm just getting what's due.
This works out at nearly 10% of last year's output.
Closer to 15, I reckon.
And the lessons are ready to place an order, you can guarantee that?
Yeah, I've just got to agree a price with Sasha.
This could carry us nicely into 2011.
With the Sexton's contract, we're looking at a 40% net increase in production. Plus, it's going to give us way more bargaining power with Matheson's. If they don't want to pay the going rate, well, we'll tell them to stick it.
How do you know about Matheson's?
You hear things. Small world.
And getting smaller by the minute. Still, I would like to know how you produce such surprisingly accurate figures.
Educated guesswork.
In other words, blind luck.
I like to think we make our own luck.
So, you like to stack the odds in your favour then?
Where possible, yeah. No harm in that. Business is all about exploiting your opportunities.
For example, an empty factory and a tragically gullible machinist.
Kelly told you.
Call it an educated guess.
Okay, you got me banged to rights. So what happens now? I understand you're angry.
Oh, I'm not angry, Nick. No, you did what you had to do. I can respect that. Besides, I know you'll make it up to me.
You all right?
Yeah, sorry, it's just... This was our wedding song.
Hey, what's happened?
I can't.
Oh, come on, you're freaking me out over here. You know what they say, a problem aired is a problem shared.
Yeah, well, that's just it. There is no problem. Everything's brilliant. We're back together.
That's great.
Yeah? Well, it gets way better. Molly's pregnant. We're going to have a little baby. How awesome's that?
What, is she saying you're the father?
Yeah, how's that supposed to mean? Look, I know you think she's treating me bad, but that's way out of order.
Oh, hold on, she did leave you, remember?
Yeah, 3 months ago. But she's 4 months gone. We were still together. And Molly would never cheat on me, no way. Never in a million years.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean... I wasn't thinking...
It's alright, I'm just a bit like... It's all new, isn't it? Do us a favour, though, don't mention it. Molly wants to keep it secret for the time being.
Yeah, of course. Mum's the word.
Yeah? Yeah, good luck.
Congratulations.
Cheers, mate. Who's the daddy?
Well, we're back in Coronation Street in half an hour.